All right, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome back to Tyranny. So we've got a reply from Rogalis.
He's one of the other Fatebinders, right?
Yeah, one of the guys we met in Tunon's court, and so he sent us a response to our kind of like vague,
Oh, wait, go up to the top.
Well, no. So it starts at the bottom. This is the original one we read. This is our response. So this is the thing. So, dude, my apologies. After all these years, with my lectures about the fittest goat being the first to get eaten, how can I expect honesty when I have fostered only paranoia? So let me speak plainly. I'm asking only for my own curiosity, and because I want to hear the answers from you. Lie to me or dodge the question if it pleases you, but I'm trying to help. Of course, someday soon, I'm sure Tunon or Blend Mark will ask me or Callio to mount a more proper investigation into your actions. Should that happen, it won't be with your best interest at heart, and lies will merely sign your death warrant. For the moment, I'm merely curious about the events surrounding the claiming of the Spire, and hoping to hear from you as a friend and a peer. Share with me your experience, and I will share with you what knowledge I have. Fatebinder Rogalis.
So because you sort of dodged the question before, he's like...
Yeah, we played it off.
Tell me now, or...
If things will probably get worse in the future. I'm down for just sharing, explaining the experience. Like, I kind of get the feeling we're going to get double-crossed here, but maybe not. I don't know.
So... I mean, you don't want to refuse, but at the same time, can't you let this sit forever and nothing would happen?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see what this is.
Okay, so, Dear Rogalis, wait, go up. I want to see what it says.
Yeah, so the explanation would be, Kairos, Dear Rogalis, Kairos' edict simply said that an agent of the Overlord must claim Ascension Hall before Kairos' Day of Swords. The only thing I consciously did was take charge of the battle to claim Ascension Hall. My claiming of the Spire happened just moments after I felt the edict's grip release. The floor of Ascension Hall gave way, unearthing a glowing pattern buried beneath the chamber floor. Kairos only knows how long it's been buried under the tile. As for how I actually claim the Spire, it is perhaps a mutual bond. Atop the Spire is an old structure, a twin-tined edifice. I'll include a sketch in the back of the parchment. The structure spoke to me in sensations and images, and seems to respond to my presence in some limited capacity. That is what happened, as best as I can think to describe it. Does any of this sound familiar, or bring to mind any old stories or rumors? I mean, that does not seem particularly damning in any way, shape, or form.
Well, you are gonna show him the image.
Yeah, but like, I'm down with it.
Okay. I just hope it doesn't get used against you.
I mean, if it does, it does. We'll find out. This could be one of those where, like, being the quote-unquote goody two-shoes gets me killed in the end. I have no idea.
My assumption is that if you don't defy Kairos and Tunon eventually, they're going to... I mean, there's a couple ways it can go. Maybe people decide that you're better fit to rule than, you know, the Archons or whatever, and... Or they'll see you as a threat to Kairos and try to kill you. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. Well, it'll be okay. This poor guy. All by himself. Guarding this one chest. Sad fool. Well, healing potions are nice.
So where are we going from here?
Remember we're chasing after that, random lady?
The redhead?
Yeah. I think it was the redhead, yeah.
Wasn't her name like Adia or
I don't remember.
It starts with an E.
I don't remember
Adina?
what her name was. But yeah, we're chasing after her. Interesting that they left a ton of traps around here.
That or they respawned.
No, I don't think... These games generally never have anything that respawns, period.
True. I'm thinking of other games.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything over here. I just wanted to double check. Okay.
We've been there before. Mm-hmm. So now it's Warrior Day. It's Warrior's Day, 16 span of blood.
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit after a month after.
It's actually interesting. Have you ever... So back when I had read much of the Wayfarer's Redemption series, have you ever found that there are some fantasy books with a very, very detailed glossary?
Yes.
You know, at the very back, and it has a lot of extra lore. Like, this book series had, oh, there she is. They had small sections for each character, for words, for even the days of the month, like, or the year and stuff, because
Obsidian does a really good job of fleshing out their worlds. They always have. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm gonna kill these guys first. Elia's up here, but I figure if we take out any kind of, like, back reinforcements. They animated, what's-her-face particularly well. Kills in Shadow?
Yeah.
The prowl looks really nice.
It's very difficult to do that because of how long our legs are. She has to have much longer arms in order to pull that off properly.
Also, I didn't realize this, but because we've been, because I've been so particular about sneaking up to almost every encounter, our subterfuge gets, like, pretty much 1 point for every encounter that we sneak up to. I didn't realize it until I just looked at it.
Oh, we're the other side of the slave pens, and where the other dude is camped out.
Yeah, we're up above. You'd think these guys could, like, set up a ladder or something. But, oh well. Will I hit him with the rock? Nope.
Quest updated, cleaning out the junkyard.
Yep.
Kill the scavengers, and return to Theodore.
Yep. What's this?
It is...
Oh, this is the,
Unstoppable Force Hammer?
Yeah.
A ragged stalwart flag sways gently in the wind, marking the site where its original owner died...
One second. Died during...
the casting of the Edict of Storms.
Yep. So that rock there was the hidden thing that we were told about from the Dishonored in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do you want to just do attack damage? The problem is it's only like 3%. It's kind of hard to be like, sure. I guess I'll give him accuracy. Glancing blows suck. Okay, so I gave him points in Sentinel. Defensive benefits from shields. Bonus to armor, nearby time. Ash of Iron, kind of tempting. Barrack and nearby party members take reduced damage. That seems like a good idea. Nothing else. Okay. Oops. I don't want to just control Barrack. That'd be a bad move. What's the button for quick saving in this game? There we go. It's F5 in some games, F6 in others. It's a mess. Anyway.
So, it's Elia. Okay,
Yep.
so I was right that it started with an E, just not what it was. The captain shouts to her remaining troops. We can take these ironclads. If they're as dense and clueless as their Archon, they should fall like splintered masts. Catching sight of you, Elia calls out to her soldiers once more. Reinforcements approaching!
Good to see you here, Fatebinder. Time to cleanse the rust canyons of the unbroken taint. They won't leave these canyons alive.
My men are ready to die. We're only too happy to take down as many of you as possible. Her lips pressed together in a determined smile. I have a spear destined for your right eye whenever you feel like embracing the void.
To Jacomus. Graven Ash protects. Let's kill this one and take the region for the Archon. For the Archon! Barrack snaps to a salute and then readies himself for the fight. Yes! We will honor Ash and his family with our conquest in his name. Prepare yourself to the void, miscreant.
Pitiful zealots! The Archon doesn't value your lives any more than I do, so die by my hand and spare yourselves the disappointment. She lunges to attack.
I probably won't be doing much voice acting for today. My face hurts.
Oh, do you want me to voice act everyone then?
No, I'll do it. It's just I'm not going to go, like, wildly out of my way for some of them. Like I sometimes do.
Okay. You're definitely not going to be doing the old man voice.
I might be able to do it. It's mainly just I can't open my mouth particularly well.
Or your Darth Sidious voice.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
What voices hurt you the most? I find that if I do the old lady voice, that gets to me. If I do the deep voice, that gets to me. Oddly enough, doing high-pitched voices isn't so bad. So...
Yeah, pushing your voice down can definitely make a pretty big difference. Okay,
which is interesting, because I thought people got nodules when they tried going above their range.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like singing high.
Interesting question. Don't have an answer.
I mean, you definitely need more airflow when you're singing high,
Ow.
in my opinion.
Let's see, which one's
Though I
questioning?
suppose singing
I see, I'm
is
knocked down.
slightly different from speaking.
Okay, she's almost... I think she's almost dead. Do you have a flame cone? I do have a flame cone.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, she's unconscious down.
She's prone.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where you're likely going to be able to talk with her afterwards.
Yeah, I don't have to do any more damage to her. We're good.
It always seems like the important characters.
Well, it's kind of
just
one of
get
those where they have to get the last word,
down.
which I will actually say I kind of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Because the alternative is just like, well, they're dead now, I guess.
Oh yeah, like Borderlands the other day.
Yeah, we were. That was something special.
I can't believe they just brought back the bosses twice.
Yeah, it was a little lame. Budgets are a thing.
They should have
with
just had
games.
multiple mega clap traps.
Yeah, that would have been
And-
nice. But that's a conversation for another, not this game. I don't know, I always feel weird talking about other games.
Well, we talk about other media or
It's
other
true.
movies or other fantasy tropes or
No, it's true.
things of that nature.
It's
Playing this game just wants us to get together a full like original Guild Wars group.
yeah, Guild Wars 1. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, honestly, I think these things would be awesome with more friends. Always. So, like, I'm really looking forward to Divinity Original Sin 2.
Ooh, yeah. That would be good.
I'm on my own here.
I'll have to contemplate what race I want to be. Are they adding more races
Yeah,
as
they are.
get
That's
more
part
support?
of the reason why Keith didn't want to start over. Or, like,
Didn't
Keith...
want to start yet.
Yeah, because...
I really liked it when we played portions of Divinity, what was it,
Are you
Original
guys
Sin?
just up here dicking around? Come help me fight.
Well, Kills from Shadows is caught on Jacobus, unfortunately.
That's okay. He's almost dead. It's just one of those where I'm kind of hoping not to
Hey,
get
guys.
any further wounds on my character, if possible. There we go. They exploded into bits.
Ooh. Leah, I'm still alive? Shit, that wasn't part of the plan. The unbroken captain grunts and squints up at you through a haze of pain. I'm not telling you anything. My secrets. They come with me to the grave.
We could always find more creative ways of extracting information. Now that we've thrown a spear into their scavenging plans, we can afford to take our time.
Just kill me and be done with it. She levels her gaze with you. We both know I won't bow to torture. You'd only be wasting your time.
Let's see.
Ooh, so there's the breaking of fingers. You have nothing left to lose, but I can ensure that Stalwart finds peace under Kairos, or I have the power to make Stalwart suffer. Is that what you want, or you're just an obstruction?
I'm just gonna go for lore 49. Anything to improve my
yeah.
spellcasting abilities. And like I turned off the reputation thing, but now it's just become entirely like skill training, which I you know what? I have no guilt over this. So you have nothing left to lose, but I can still ensure that Stalwart finds peace under Kairos.
You've gained Wrath with Bleed and Mark, and you've gained lore experience.
Oh well. Anyway, that's more of a promise than these corrupt scavengers deserve by far. But I'll grant you that she talks more than a corpse.
Oh, F that! The men and women here with me would rather go down fighting than accept your Overlord's tarnished definition of peace. She sighs and casts her gaze beyond you. I suppose that you being here means we all opted for death.
Let's see, if you don't cooperate, your people will be enslaved for the duration of the war. Haulers, ditch diggers, pallet warmers. Is that what you want?
No, don't answer that yet. What are the other ones? You're just being stubborn, or you could have helped me end the edict. A pity had to go this way,
Yeah.
or
I don't care about your convictions or your country. That makes me more dangerous than you. See, I'm leaning for number 3. Just because.
what are pallet warmers? Do they just sit themselves down on something, or what do they mean?
Whores.
What?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Probably, yeah. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm saying that is what happens.
Yeah.
I know it's not great. We're gonna go with number 3.
Wait, well, what was the edict?
The edict.
Oh, the edict. She could have helped them take out
it's not like you could have.
the other dude. She squeezes her eyes shut. You always imagine you can stand up to this kind of pressure until it's right there in front of you. I believe you're ruthless enough to keep that promise. Damn you, I'll talk. What do you want to know? Don't expect me to hold these wounds closed. You're on borrowed time.
Let's see. What do you know about Ash's daughter, Amelia?
Who? The captain coughs into her sleeve and shakes her head. I'm not in the business of breaking up families. That's Kairos' domain. Outside of Rust Canyons and Iron Hearth, there's only ironclads I know of are Duskwatch. She focuses her bleary eyes on you. But you'd have taken care of them already, wouldn't you? Bastard.
You're looking for an artifact, right?
Aye. And we've been searching for some time. She glances around with evident exhaustion. A fool's errand, perhaps. Suppose I'll never know for sure. We were hunting for the remains of Regent Espison. Before the war, he carried the steadfast insignia, a cloak pin that was passed down the lines of first regents. Her eyes twinkle as she says the name. Remembering herself, Elia grimaces and looks at you with loathing.
I see. What did you learn about the Regent?
We were looking for the body of First Regent Espison, who was presumed dead during the war. Instead, we found records of his past movements. The final word on the matter is that he journeyed to a breach in the old walls and never returned. She frowns to herself. Not sure what he was doing there. Unless he wanted to unleash the bane against the disfavored somehow. Dumb shit. We sent a small team led by one of our best, Gregos, to investigate. Like as not, the steadfast insignia is there, in the breach. She spits. Pfft. May you never find it.
What is the steadfast insignia?
It's a cloak pin worn by the first regent. Supposed to help you stand tall against... against... She lurches in pain and coughs up a gob of phlegm. Shit. Stand tall against shitty odds. I don't know if it works, but I can't think of any odds shitter than the windfall around Sentinel Stand.
How did a breach form in the old walls?
She attempts a meager shrug. We've been a little preoccupied with you northern effers to waste our time patrolling the length of the country. So you'll excuse me if I'm shady on the details. My best guess? Either the Edict of Storms blasted a hole in the ancient stone, or something blasted its way out. Does either option help you sleep better at night? I thought not.
How do I get to the local spire?
There's no direct road. The breach in the old walls is said to lead to the ocean spire's floor. If you're dead set on making the journey, you'll come across worse foes than the Unbroken.
Who leads the Unbroken?
Matthias is our captain during the war, but in stalwart to come, I would see him taking on a higher authority. She sighs and looks up at the darkened sky. Looks like those brighter days aren't for the likes of me. Last I heard, he was rounding up men in Trapper's Junction, but that was some time ago. He was due to leave by now. He was looking for Dauntless. Can you go up so I can read the rest of it?
Sorry.
The sword of unbroken champions. He thought that it could rally us, give us hope. She laughs bitterly.
Let's see. You have anything else you want to tell me?
I have nothing more to say. You've bled me dry. She hesitates and forces herself to focus back on you. Are you going to leave me be, or what?
Alright, what do we want to do?
You can kill her mercifully, or you can do the you're better to me as a prisoner than a corpse. Didn't the evil dude back at the camp say he was going to do nasty things to her if she was brought back?
Yep. Number 2. Look at the skies, Ilya. I think the storm is clearing.
She isn't fooled by the distraction, but she looks beyond you with gratitude. You take the opening drive to drive a blade through her chest and pierce her heart. She doesn't make a sound. What did you get points
Wrath
for?
with the Unbroken and Blood and Mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Blood and Mark's gonna hate you.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
A clean death was as much kindness as she deserved. Well struck. Let's see. We are almost maxed out with the disfavored. So dies a daughter of fallen stalwart. Jacomus nods. Good work, Fatebinder. I'll regroup with Theodore and secure rust canyons for the disfavored.
I still feel bad about killing her, but that other dude was so slimy and...
Yep. Oh, hey, we can loot them. Hey. What's this?
Disfavored patrol map.
This map found on Elia's corpse charts unbroken patrol routes. There are notes and amendments that change the schedule based on accurate intelligence of disfavored patrols. Further commentary suggests that this information was obtained from a point of contact in the Scarlet Chorus. And then we get...
So the Scarlet Chorus
armor.
is helping the disfavored. Or
Yes.
not the disfavored, sorry. The Unbroken.
Yes.
Oh wait, there's something sparkly down there. What is it?
Down where?
Down there.
Here? That? Oh. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I think that may be something that the water wielder is using. But you need to go back to the camp to talk with Theodore anyway.
Yeah, it looks like a staff. But yeah, we gotta go talk to Theodore, just like you say. Let's turn this on fast mode.
I really hope he doesn't say something like, "Damn it, man, I wanted that woman alive."
Probably not. Let's see. Blood and Mark. Yeah, we're fine.
Oh, Blood and Mark was watching. What is he just angry with you for taking other people out that he wanted to, or what?
I think being merciful, maybe.
Oh.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, Theodore. Yuck.
My scouts tell me Rust Canyon is dead quiet. We're finding scavenger corpses, but no signs of enemy activity. As he turns away, he gestures towards one of his soldiers and says, "Pay the man his dues."
So are you going to accept the rings or refuse them?
Let's refuse them. No reward is necessary. Okay. Theodora's browless. An honest day's work deserves its reward, but I can appreciate your stance. I'll make sure these rings go to the benefit of the disfavored. Huh. Didn't give me anything. Alright, whatever. I'll take it. Control emotions? Oh, I see. The spell type.
Oh, up there. What's that?
What's that? This?
Oh, we never got there.
No, we got there.
Or were there tents in it?
Yeah, it's probably camping materials.
Oh!
Yeah. I kind of stopped needing those a while back. Let's
Well,
see.
I want to find the spire. I want to claim another spire.
Yep. Okay, so Blood and Mark, here we go. So we've got Blade Grave, Trapper's Junction, return to Aklos at Iron Heart, Spires, Breach Between Worlds. Okay, so this is probably the one we're doing. Okay, during the conquest, disfavored soldiers killed sages who were recruited by the Scarlet Chorus. Scarlet Chorus aided the Unbroken during the Civil War. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Evidence against Graven Ash.
Yeah, so any evidence of negligence, incompetence, or outright treason found for both factions.
Okay, can we see what the ones are for both factions?
Well, we did
So,
just
Scarlet
read
Chorus
them out.
aided the Unbroken, and then
during the Civil War.
disfavored soldier killed sages who were recruited to the Scarlet. Oh,
Yeah. But that was kind of a conquest gaff, if anything. Okay. So we're down here. We've got this. Let's go for the breach, probably. Get
Okay.
our spire first. And then we can do Trapper's Junction. I just want to do an area that doesn't involve...
Tons of enemies.
Yeah, kinda. I also want to get to my get back to my spire so I can get training.
There's a body on the ground.
Oh, there are people here. Oh,
Oh, Gregos.
well,
He's one of the scouts for the Unbroken.
yes. At attention! A band of unbroken warriors rouse into position as their leader stands alert at your presence. The stalwart captain whistles a shrill note as you approach. and his comrades lurch to attention. He turns to regard you with open distaste. Tuck your tail and scamper back the way you came. The Unbroken won't tolerate northern scum getting in our way. Let's see.
Okay, so you can say that you're here for the insignia. I'm trying to end the Edict of Storms. We have similar goals, or I'm sure we can work something out for mutual benefit, or just kill them. Do you want to do the Edict of Storms one?
No, I'm leaning for like 1 or 4. So part of it is Bled and Mark is watching and, you know, kind of observing us, and trying to be too diplomatic with the enemy seems to not go over well. And, I mean, look at this. I kind of want to get more... Well, I guess we could just attack them. I actually want to farm as much wrath as I possibly can with the Unbroken.
What do you get out of it?
A passive bonus, or like a debuff aura. Makes enemies have less accuracy, I think. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, I'm here for the steadfast insignia. Stand aside or perish. Matthias didn't entrust us with this mission so that we could hand over Stalwart's mightiest artifacts to Kyrus' henchmen. Attack position. Stand your ground. Alright, well, it didn't matter anyway. Oh.
Of course it wouldn't have
There's
mattered.
some other people over there. Worth a shot. Alright. Doesn't look like the people in the back are doing anything. That's interesting. Okay. Crap. Let's see. Talents. Let's do... Where is it? Arcane Explosion. Or Chaos Blast. My bad. There we go. Okay, let's start with a Quickening, because I'm going to take some hits. I can already tell. Okay, there we go. And let's start hitting these guys. Unfortunately, my character is not particularly tanky, which is a bit rough to work with when I'm in front.
Thank goodness this doesn't have friendly fire.
Yeah. I hate
like the
friendly
dwarves.
fire so much. Like, with the dwarves...
I couldn't find the book at the bookstore when I went back.
Oh.
Maybe someone had purchased it.
Yeah, maybe somebody picked it up because...
Of the game?
Because of the game. Not that it really matters too much. I don't wanna... Oh. Because we leveled up, we're not injured anymore. Never mind then.
Yep. Well, I thought that it was really only kills from shadows who had any wounds.
Yeah, well, I'm specifically keeping her wounded, actually.
Oh, does she have the special ability?
Yeah, she's got the thing where
wounded?
she does more damage when she's wounded. So as long as I keep her, like, with 1 wound, we pretty much,
I'm starting to smell the food.
We're
We're cooking a Jamaican bean pot.
As long as we keep her mildly wounded, she'll be stronger. Anyway.
So, Hieronymus.
Oh, Sage's Guild. Am I next? The sage points his quill at the unbroken corpses, bending his lip as he finishes the final scribblings of a note. I was not trying to eavesdrop on your scuffle, but now that I've witnessed it, duty obliges that I record it. He rolls a sheet of parchment into a thick tube in his hands. Come and silence the record if you must, but I warn you, the sages have long written memories.
The name is Dude. Be sure to include that in detail several times,
No.
or...
No need for concern, I'm only here to kill Unbroken. Like, the other ones are just like...
Yeah.
Oh, I see. A little too nationalistic for my taste, but they were a decent travel company, at least. He scans the corpses again in size. They call Kyros's forces uncompromising, but at times I wonder if it isn't the other way around. And how may this humble servant of letters be of assistance? He runs his fingers through his hair, resting his quill behind his ear. Understand that we both seek items within yonder old walls.
Okay, so yeah, ask him about himself.
Yep. What are sages? Well, let's go just down the list as always. What are sages doing here with the Unbroken? Let us say we are sympathetic to each other's causes. He clears his throat. It also helps that we're both interested in the arcana of yesteryear. The regent artifacts are supposed to be fascinating specimens, and no sage would, in good conscience, refuse an opportunity for study. Tell me about yourself. I am Hieronymus. I don't know.
I thought it was Hieronymus.
Yeah, I think Hieronymus. Yeah. I think it is Hieronymus. I don't know. Hieronymus is just a little...
Yeah, it's, the I might not, but
Yeah.
I'd be Hieronymus or something.
Hieronymus? I don't know, anyway. Hieronymus,
Usually it's like hierarchy. Do you know?
Hieronymus. Okay,
yeah.
let's go with Hieronymus. Journeyman of the School of Ink and Quill. I scribed under the Gaver's crane, and 17 tomes are bound by my hand. He coughs, his gaze at his feet. All other details are just vanity. I'm more accustomed to studying others than extolling my own facts. Looking for the steadfast insignia. Tell me what you know. Artifacts are fascinating business, are they not? And Stalwart's decorated military history yielded so much intrigue around them. The steadfast insignia was prominently displayed in every unbroken battle where the Regent Aspusin fought. Over the years, it became something of a rallying marker, and its presence alone accounted for many notable victories. Hieronymus shakes his head with a sigh, gesturing towards the massive stone horizon of the old walls. It lies within, but no good discovery is without its pitfalls. He points towards a wide breach in the nearby section of the ancient stone facade. The Unbroken and I were attempting to recover a few relics of interest from the old walls, but a swarm of scourges put a halt to that plan.
Oh yeah, it's Lantry. He would
Yep.
know about the sages.
You do see those risks from time to time. When I was training at the library, a senior scribe told me to clear the rats out of the cellar. Some of them accursed things had knotted up their tails, and it trails off shuddering. Let's just say what happened here was almost as bad.
What? Rats nodding their tails? What
I have
happens
no
in that
idea.
case?
They kill each other. It's horrifying looking.
Yeah, I know. They probably would.
Okay. We recovered a torch key during our ill-fated attempt to breach the old walls. I've seen seen fashioned stones like it before, but what we don't know about them would fill a library. Hieronymus points with a shaky finger. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Gregos' men, and one of the soldiers still has the torch key. Well, his corpse does, to be exact. Let's see. Where's the soldier's body? Just southeast of the breach? Take care. Those beasts may still be on the hunt. What does this torch key do? It appears to be part of a lock and key system within the old walls. If only we could replicate such crafts on as grand of a scale as the builders within this place. Or builders of this place. He shakes himself from his reverie. In any event, you'll need the torch key if you want to scour the rooms below. What are the next steps? Once you get the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. He pauses for a moment. Of course, given our aborted efforts, you can understand why I'd be hesitant to re-enter the old walls. My scribe, Javala, didn't survive the trip. Poor girl. I'll answer any questions you have, though. Though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around, I'm sure. Okay, what are you seeking in the old walls? My research suggests that within these nearby old walls are a set of stones carved with an ancient script. For lack of a better term, I call them stones of elucidation. His hand darts to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do, but we found the spheres of identical size, but different glyphs, in over a dozen disparate regions of the old walls. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities with the sigils. With a large enough collection of study, we can hope to crack the language of the old walls. Who can guess what we might learn then? Hieronymus blushes. It's been a slow process. Constructing dead languages without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fools for Fatebinders. I could use someone with your metal to brave the old walls. I'll consider your request. The sage bows with a nod. That's all I can expect. What about the steadfast insignia? It's a simple trinket to the untrained eye, but every first regent before the Unbroken earned that name wore the badge into battle. Stalwart folk are ever famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can just resist any charge, push or shove.
I know he's supposed to be meek and hesitant, but you're going a little far with it.
I don't know.
Is it because your jaw hurts?
No, I'm just pushing voices.
Okay. It's just you're going slow.
Well, I don't want to talk too fast.
True.
He smiles, pointing to the ground where heavy footprints are visible under layers of rust and sand. The layers of rust let you judge the age of the footprints here in the Blade Grave, and these tracks are leading into the old walls date back to the opening days of Kyrus' storm. What else can you read in the rust patterns? Beric looks himself over self-consciously. My working hypothesis is the only person with her feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would be the bearer of the steadfast insignia. Hieronymus aims his finger along the footprints in rust until he's pointing at the old walls. But I suppose we won't know for certain until we look. Alright.
What do I expect inside?
Sure. The worst? He looks at you with a puzzled smile, his mouth moving in several half-starts. The old walls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically, and with little warning, my colleagues can only speculate on what they are or what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the old walls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions.
Oh, you gain loyalty
Kills in
with Kills
Shadow.
in Shadow. Her crimson eyes darken with a heat, with a predatory bloodlust.
Fun.
She wants to kill critters.
Yep. What can you tell me of the old walls? Hieronymus' eyes widen. I could speak volumes, Honorable Fatebinder, but I will summarize. The old walls predated settlement of the tiers. The passageways crisscross the landscape, but most good folk steer it clear. Kairos' laws forbid entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even when we saw the good sense to stay out. Explorers have found old artwork, funerary remains, and other relics of a civilization predating our own. Hieronymus lets out a long sigh as he looks at the towering wall behind him. But most find a quick death in the old walls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, creatures of arcane power that appear to travel on the mists. Can you deliver a message for me? Not currently. His arm instinctively lifts up, his gloved hand raised slightly above his ear, arm crooked to create a landing surface for a bird. He looks skyward, blinking as he searches the clouds for several long moments. My sunder dove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room in her bindle for a note or two. That is all. Farewell.
Oh, a sunder dove. Do you know that doves make really good pets?
I can imagine it.
I saw some doves at the pet store once, and they were so cute.
Yeah.
They were making cooing noises.
I like the idea of a dove, I guess. It's just one of those where, like...
Birds aren't quite as nice
Yeah,
a pet
I wanted a
as-
cockatiel for a while.
Oh, that would have been so noisy.
Tons of bedrock dot the landscape, providing little shelter for the constant winds. Yeah, well, I mean, mainly they were just good pet... They are good pet birds, but they're loud.
My,
How do you get down here?
One of my old babysitters had a cockatiel, and the last times I had seen him, he barely had a feather on his body, because he was, like, 60 years old.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I forget about that sometimes. How
What?
I forget that birds can live that long. How do we get down
Actually,
here?
maybe I'm wrong about him being 60. Maybe he was
No,
30
like parrots.
something.
Parrots
but-
will actually live like a really freaking long time. Okay, seriously, how do we... Oh, maybe this?